Hello, hello, hello. This is Shannon, back with the prepared performer in our series, Ask an Agent, with the phenomenal Anthony Boyer of DDO Artist Agency. Remember, if you have a question and you would like Anthony to answer it, whatever that question may be that you believe an agent can answer, go to www.askanagent.today, submit your question, and Anthony will answer it, and we will put it in a cool video. All right, this next question comes from Ashley Browski, and she asks Anthony, what are the most common types actors fall into? Let's see what Anthony had to say. This is his answer. Type is one of my favorite things to talk about. There are certain aspects of it you can't change. If you're a coloratura soprano, you're probably not going to go out on alto belter roles. If you're a legit operatic singer, you're probably not going to do a lot of productions of American Idiot, though more and more performers are able to cover a lot of ground musically. It's important to know your limitations and to not waste your time pursuing those opportunities, though you can certainly spend your time getting better at those skills. But type usually refers to things like physical types. Are you the ingenue or the soubrette, the comic relief character actor, or the romantic lead? And to these, I greatly encourage you to think outside of the box. Sure, it's important to know whether you're an Ado or a Laurie, a Will Parker or an Allie Hackham. But there are going to be so many people saying no to you over the course of your career that I don't want you to be one of them. Look at it this way. Let's say you pour your talent through a funnel. The funnel is the number of people, casting directors, choreographers, musical directors, producers, who are going to say no to opportunities. What comes out at the bottom are your opportunities. Shouldn't you start with as wide a funnel as possible? If a theater is doing, say, 5 shows in their season, and you only submit on one of them because that's the only one that fits your type, at most, you're going to wind up with one job in that theater's season. You, a prepared performer who has trained on how to sing, how to act, how to dance, who has put in all of the work necessary to build your vocal palette to bring depth and shade to a character. You will, at most, book one job in that season. But what if those other 4 shows have roles that you'd be right for if only someone was able to see you in them? Well, let them see you in them. Don't say no for other people. Prepare for those roles as well and go in and give them you. The number of times that theaters go against type is astounding. Right now, I'm working with a theater to cast a very prominent belter role. The theater has literally been looking for 5 months. They've seen all my big belters and have turned all of them down. In talking with the casting director, I learned that they're really looking for someone who won't go in trying to peel the paint off the walls, who will let the song build and then deliver the money notes. I've got a mezzo mixer on my roster, and I asked them to let me put her on tape because I think that even though she isn't going to deliver those power notes the way most people expect them to be delivered, she's going to perform the rest of the song perfectly, and she's a heck of an actress. They agreed. I sent them the tape yesterday. The casting director called me right away and told me that it was perfect, and now she's going to a callback for creatives this week. All because we were willing to work against type. So yes, it's important to know what your type is, but it's also important to know what you can do and how that might fit into roles that don't traditionally fall within your type.
So I hope you guys are finding this helpful. Make sure that you get your questions in as soon as possible at askanagent.today. And don't forget, if you'd like to have information about working as a performer and building an actual business as a performer, you can go to starvingartistsyndrome.com. And as always, you can always come over to thepreparedperformer.com for all of our goodness. All right, we will see you next week with Ask an Agent with Anthony Boyer. Bye.